What up, what up, what up? This is my first time streaming, y'all. I gotta see if I'm doing this right. Let's check to see if it's working. I don't know if I'm live yet. I can't tell. I don't know if I'm live, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time going live. I can't tell if it's, oh, am I live? Maybe. I'm trying to see where I can see the chat at. Hold on, y'all. Hey, James, can you hear me? Can you hear me, James? Okay, we're working. Okay. It's my first time going live, so I'm trying to get everything together. We live, we working. All right, appreciate that, James. Thank you for being my troubleshooting guy. Thank you for being my troubleshooting guy. James, just to be sure, I am live on my YouTube page. Is that correct? This is my first time doing it. Y'all know I've been covering the case, but I just want to make sure I got my setup together. I've never streamed before. Am I good? Am I good? Check on your phone. Pull it up. Okay, thank you, James. All right, Diane. Thank you. All right, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, y'all. So we're on Jonathan Major's verdict watch. We got to see what's gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start from the beginning with this case. And hopefully by the time we run through the end, we'll have a verdict. What's up, Kendall? I have never streamed before, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I always go on other people's streams. This is my first time streaming. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to get into this Jonathan Majors verdict watch. So the jury actually got the case about 30 minutes ago. So they're now deliberating. So I'm just going to pull up my Twitter page because that's where I've been keeping track of all of the info. Thanks, Josh. Thank y'all. I've never streamed before, but I think this is a moment we need to catch on camera. You know what I'm saying? We need to catch this reaction on camera. So I decided to test it out. So I'm going to pull my Twitter page up and go through some of my last tweets and give y'all an update on what's going on. And shout out to Danny Does Law. Danny, y'all go find her on Twitter and Facebook. Danny has been keeping us in the loop throughout this whole case. Danny has been giving us the side that the mainstream media wasn't giving us. So big shout outs to Danny Does Law. Y'all go find her on Twitter and Facebook. She has been keeping us in the loop. We got to give big shouts out to Danny Does Law because without her, we would have been relying on the mainstream media to give us information, and all of their information was unfortunately kind of negative. So Danny was able to give us, a different spin on it. So let me pull up my Twitter for you guys, and I'm going to go over where we're at as of right now. All right, so the jury got in today about 2:15, and when they got in, they needed three things. The three things that they needed was they want to hear the 911 call again. They need the charges reread and explained. So that to me sounds like they are not sure what the technicalities are for these charges. And they also want to see the video of him putting her back in the car. They want to see that in slow motion. So what that tells me is, and this is just my speculation because I'm not in a courtroom, so I don't know exactly what they're feeling, but to me, it sounds like they need to figure out the harassment charge, which is charge number 4. The harassment charge or the harassment count is the one tied to him putting her back in the car. So a lot of people on my Twitter was like, he was just putting her back in the car to get away from her. And I 100% agree. We all agree. We all saw the video. He was trying to get away from her. The problem is, in a legal sense, you technically can't pick someone up and put them in a car. That's the unfortunate thing. So it sounds like there's someone in that jury who's like, he might be guilty of that one. That's what it's telling me. It sounds like they are stuck on charge number 4. So let me see if I can find a way to show this video to y'all. Y'all know I'm new with this, so I don't know what I'm doing. So we're going to take a look at the video of him putting her back in the car. Let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can find it. We're going to share my Twitter page. All right. So
everything that he's going. All right. Now.
So this is obviously him putting her back in the car. It looks like he's shoving her, but it also looks like she's fighting him. So it's telling me that there's someone in that jury who's probably saying, well, he technically is pushing her. He technically is picking her up. Somebody in that jury is trying to convict him on that charge. And I think a lot of the other people are probably saying he's trying to get away from her. So we got someone, or maybe it's a couple people, we got someone holding this case up off of this charge right here, him pushing her into the car. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? This is crazy. Crazy. That's the hold up charge, y'all. That is the charge that has the jury stuck, putting her back into the car. Oh, we got a super chat from Schwad. He just sent me $9. Shout out to the Schwad God. He's an artist. He is an artist. Y'all go look him up too. So, how many people have to vote innocent? It's 6 people on the jury. I'm sorry. It's 6 people on the jury, and that's most likely because, this is a misdemeanor. You don't really need, 12 people deliberating on this case. You need all 6 to be on the same page to say guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If you have 1 or 2 holding that up, maybe those 1 or 2 can flip the other 4 and say, look, we need to let him go on this one. To me, it sounds like they're already done with counts 1 through 3. They're done. I think they already have voted innocent on 1 through 3. If they get him guilty on charges 1 through 3, and charges 1 through 3 are the assault inside of the car, the assault where she said he smacked her and mushed her, and then the assault where she said he broke her finger. I think they're going to vote innocent on that because we don't hear them asking questions about charges 1 through 3. I don't think they presented any evidence whatsoever that he committed the assault inside of the car. Now, count number 4 is when he's picking her up, putting her back in the car. We have video evidence of that. So now you have 6 people trying to decide, hey, is this some form of harassment? Y'all see my dog in the background. That's my assistant. He's been helping me for the past 2 weeks create these Jonathan Majors videos. And he don't mind interrupting everything. Hey, they would have to overlook all the. I agree, Dallas. I agree. So Dallas said they would have to overlook all testimonies of the expert doctors, drivers, etc. If so, there's definitely a political agenda. So the thing with that, Dallas, is we see the video of him putting her back in the car. So that's evidence right there. And the prosecution is hammering in on that. The prosecution is saying he picked up another human being and threw her like a doll into the car. And we see the video. We see he's not like throwing her in an aggressive type way. We see he just trying to get away. He like, look, please, lady, let me go. The driver even said that. The driver said he was like, I have to go. Zotar said self-defense. So the problem with self-defense is his lawyers never brought that up. His lawyer never said, when you look at this video, he's defending himself. So I don't even know if they can consider this as self-defense. That's the unfortunate thing about self-defense. Let's see if we got any updates. I'll go back to Twitter. I have a good feeling we're going to get a verdict soon because, first off, this case is exhausting, y'all. This is a lot of energy being put into this case over misdemeanors. That's what I'm just thrown off about. These are misdemeanor charges. And the DA has put so much into this case, which it should have never went to trial. This should have been dropped once they saw the videos of him trying to get away from her. Like, why didn't y'all drop it when you saw she was trying to attack him? Now, if you flip flop and you reverse it. I seen that, Nita. I seen it. Nita said that he filed charges against her and the DA dropped it. The DA dropped it because they wanted her to testify against him. This is my theory. This is my theory, y'all. And I said this in a video months ago. This is my theory. So the story is, they get into the altercation. He separates. The story is he texts her and says, "Hey, Grace, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. This is over. Leave the key." My theory is she went home, and this is evidence, right? This is facts. She called him 30 times. He said he had put his phone on silent. He was trying to go to sleep, so he didn't see none of that mess. She called him 30 times. The rumor is, well, I'm not even going to say it's a rumor. His lawyer said she texted him and pretty much insinuated like she was finna end it all. You know what I'm saying? She was finna, she was threatening to, so she took a bunch of pills. So when he wakes up the next day and he sees 30 missed calls, and then he sees the text saying, "Hey, I'm finna do this," he rushes home. I think that she thought he was going to come home, find her passed out, and kiss her and say, "No, baby, we got to make this right. This was just a fight. We're going to work this out." I don't think that she thought he was going to call the police. Because when you get the police involved, it's now went to a level that I don't think she wanted it to go to. Because when she left the United States of America and went home, she never came back. So this case was in the DA's hands. They were pushing this. She wasn't even pushing the issue because y'all remember she texted him and was like, "Hey, I'm going to work on getting these charges dropped." I think she did not want to pursue this at all. I think this got kind of out of control, but the DA, for some reason, felt like we got to follow this up and we got to get him. She was not going to prosecute these charges. Matter of fact, she didn't prosecute. She didn't, bring these charges. The DA did. So my theory is when she went back home and then she saw him step out with Megan Good, oh, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Oh my gosh. Look, Priya Chaudhry is his lawyer, right? Priya Chaudhry's husband is his crisis manager and essentially does his PR. If I was on Jonathan Major's PR team, I would have said, "Listen, I know you like Megan Good. You can't pop out with her yet." The worst thing he did was pop out with Megan Good. All right? Because now you have a woman scorned. You have a woman sitting home in the UK and she sees that you're prancing around town with a woman. Oh my God. That was the worst thing ever for him to do, was to pop out with Megan Good. So you know what? When he went public with Megan Good in May, I have proof of this. We can pull up the TMZ article. He popped out with Megan Good in May. You know what else happened in May? That's when she made her first official statement to the DA saying what he done. Those two things are not coincidence. He pops out with Megan Good. She then talks to the DA. There is no proof of her giving a statement to the DA before May. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about, hey, it's not PhD logic. This is common sense. Ramon said I have PhD logic. No, buddy. This is common sense. I don't even date men, right? I don't date men, but I'm a woman. So I know as a woman, when you see your partner pop out with somebody else, it's a different type of feeling inside. It's a different type of feeling that you get when you see your partner prancing around New York with a famous actress, an attractive actress. She's sitting home pissed. So you know what she does? She makes a statement to the DA, and I'm gonna prove it to y'all. Let me find the documents because I have it. I've been doing work on this case, y'all. Let me find it. Let me show y'all some. Is this it? I'm looking up the document. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna prove it to y'all. I'm pulling up the document. All right, I got my document. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show y'all the timeline, baby. I got the timeline on this stuff. Gotta pull up TMZ, Jonathan Majors, because TMZ dropped it. Y'all know TMZ gonna drop the T. TMZ is the unseasoned shade room, y'all. TMZ was the pioneer. They don't mind dropping your dirty laundry. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all this timeline. I'm gonna show y'all this timeline. Y'all gonna be like, what? It makes sense. All right, for y'all just tuning in, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find the article when Jonathan Majors popped out with Megan Good. All right, I got it here. We got it. All right. So for y'all just coming in, what I'm pretty much talking about right now is the mistake that he made by possibly popping out with Megan Good and creating this scorned woman. So basically, what I'm saying is Grace Jabari was not participating with the DA in the prosecution from March to May. She wasn't working with him. She went back home. I think in her mind, she thought, hey, maybe we'll eventually get back together. But I'm going to show y'all proof of when she flipped on him and got mad. All right, let me pull it up here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Watch this. Let me figure out how to present. Share my screen. Share the entire screen. Boom. Share that. All right. So we look at this date. Look at this date. May. Jonathan Majors, Megan Good are dating. TMZ broke this article in May that Jonathan Majors and Megan Good is together. What a great looking couple. What a great looking couple. I think when we first saw it, we thought it was a publicity stunt, but I now believe that this is a real thing because what is she gaining out of doing this? So follow the timeline. In May, Jonathan Majors pops out with Megan Good. Okay, boom. Let me stop sharing that. Now look at this article here. Let me figure out how to get this article up. Add a file from my computer. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. So I'm new to this. Let me find this file. Boom. Look at this. Look at this. Look what happens in May. May 9th. This is the first time that she's working with the police. So when you put this timeline together, Jonathan Majors in May pops out with Megan Good. Grace makes a written complaint the same month, May 9th. Popping out with Megan Good was not good for you, brother. Popping out with Megan Good was not good for you because now you have a woman scorned. Oh my gosh. Jonathan. Man, oh man. John. Not good. Not good. Look at the double entendre. Popping out with Megan Good was not good. It was, look, I know what his PR team was saying. His PR was probably like, hey, you're dating a black woman. You need the black community behind him. Behind y'all go public. Because if you think about it, if anybody has been following Jonathan Majors, like I've been following him, he's never really been public. And Megan Good never was really public with her people either. Megan Good didn't really start being public until she got with, her ex-husband. They had a very public relationship. But if you think back before then, you never really publicly saw Megan Good on the scene out with anybody. And then Jonathan Majors never really stepped out with anybody. So I always thought it was very weird that they were so public together because they seemed like two private people. I think Megan Good felt like she had to be public when she was with her husband and he was a preacher. But before then, you never really saw her out with anybody. I think there was rumors she was dating 50 Cent at one point and maybe Nick Cannon or something. Nick done been with everybody, but popping out with Megan Good was not good. You have a woman scorned. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I'm gonna find the Chase video, y'all. We're gonna watch the Chase video. Was that not the craziest thing you ever seen? And let me tell you, Danny had already told us. Danny Does Law was in the courtroom. She was like, y'all, when y'all see the video, it looks like something out of a movie. And I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her until we saw the video. And I be gosh darn, it does look like something out of a movie. It is the craziest thing I have ever seen. To chase somebody for 5 blocks. Bruh. Sis was not letting that man go. Sis said she wasn't letting that penthouse, that black card, and them grits and bacon go. She was chasing that man. That's crazy. I ain't never chased nobody a day in my life. That is a wild. I'm trying to find the chase video for y'all. We gotta watch it. Where is the chase video? I have never seen something like that in my life. I thought Danny was exaggerating. I'm like, Danny, ain't no way she like chased this man. I thought maybe they was gonna run for like 30 seconds, bro. It looks like they was running for about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh. And he told you he needed a Michelle. Hey, Nita, let me tell you, Nita. Jonathan Major said, I need a Coretta Scott King, baby. Then he went and got with Megan. He said, Megan used to be the first lady of a church. She's perfect. Oh my God. And she looks great. All right, we're gonna pull up this Chase video. This is crazy, y'all. Dallas said if she was acting like that, I can only imagine how she was acting when she was drunk and came home. Let me tell you something. This is why sometimes you can't rely on the mainstream media. When the media reported that he was like screaming at her about being like Coretta Scott King, I'm like, Jonathan, you crazy. But after you actually hear the audio, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm blurred out. Come on, camera, get me right. on, camera. There we go. But actually, you hear the audio, you're like, I understand. Because think about this. Picture this in y'all head. Jay Ram said, I don't know if we getting a verdict today. I'd be ready to go home. I want to wrap this up. I'd be tired of sitting here listening to this crap. What time is it? 4:30. We got time. We still got time. We might get a verdict. If we don't get no verdict, y'all, and we got to go into Saturday or we got to wait till Monday, I'm going to be mad. Because today my off day. We need a verdict today so I can make videos. But oh yeah, back to her coming home intoxicated. I would have been pissed off. Can you imagine he upstairs sleep? Or picture this. Imagine he upstairs, he putting on his Kane the Conqueror outfit. You know, he like, dang, I look good as Kane, boy. I look good. And he walking downstairs like Kane the Conqueror to go get something to drink. And there's 3 drunk people in his living room. I would be pissed off too. He handled that way better than I thought he would. I would have been mad. He talked to her, you know, was it a little condescending? Maybe. But he was just being assertive, like, look, we got a plan. And you getting drunk every single night and bringing strangers home, that's not helping the plan, baby. That's throwing the plan off. Dallas said she's concerned about the juror who had a death in the family and their judgment being clouded. I didn't know there was a juror who had a death in the family. I didn't know that. I didn't see that anywhere. I just figured out how to share comments. Thank y'all for being my guinea pigs. This is the first time that I've seen this. I didn't know there was a juror who lost someone. Now I do know that court started late today because someone couldn't come in until 2:15, but I didn't know it was due to a death. When did Danny say that? I didn't see that. And I'm usually pretty in tune. Matter of fact, I sent Danny a D. How did I miss that one? How did I miss that someone passed, that one of the jurors' family members passed away? Thanks for that, Dallas. I'll have to. Oh, Chillmonger said it. Okay, okay. Got it. I was like, I know I didn't see it on her timeline. That makes sense. Okay, okay. All right, Chillmonger. She was on. I didn't. I haven't watched Chillmonger's live yet because when I woke up late because I am exhausted, staying up all night making these videos. What up, Pam? So I just want to shout out all of the little small YouTubers. When I say little, I mean us that have like 50,000 followers or less who's been covering this. We got Chillmonger, we got Pam Entertainment TV, Blue, Dre Max Show, Cat, attorney Mark Nicholson. He's been really insightful for giving like the legal aspect of it. But shout out to all of us small YouTubers just trying to get the truth out. Or not even the truth, just giving everyone the other side that the mainstream media isn't reporting. Because if you look at the mainstream media, you would think he just went crazy on her in the back seat. Like the headlines are reading like this: Jonathan Majors breaks Grace Jabari's hand and says he's a monster. Like they putting 2 and 3 and 4 different stories together, creating these headlines, and that's crazy. I mean, I believe in freedom of the press. I believe in saying what you want to say, but I also believe that us, the people, we deserve to see both sides of this story. It's not fair to paint him in one light and then y'all are not reporting that she chased this man 5 blocks. Now, if this was vice versa, if he was chasing her 5 blocks, y'all know what the headlines would have been: Jonathan Majors, on a drunken rage, chases his girlfriend through the streets of New York as she fears for her life. That's what those headlines would have been. But now that we see that she was chasing him, they ain't reporting it like that. So that's why people like me, Chillmonger, Pam Entertainment TV, the Dre Max Show, Blue. That's why people, and Cat. I don't want to forget Cat. I'm trying to think of everybody off the fly. If I left anybody out, please forgive me. That's why we have been trying to report this, and for the most part, I think we've been pretty fair. Chillmonger is definitely heavily leaning towards Jonathan Majors. I think me and Pam have been a little bit, kind of presenting both sides of the details. But yeah, this is crazy. Let's pull up the chase video, y'all. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. It's like straight out of a movie. Cat, yeah. Cat has been very good. Shout out to Cat for getting someone there when Danny couldn't make it. Cat was very helpful. Nita says, I'm here for the truth. The mainstream media is evil and very deceitful. Thanks for using logic and common sense. You know what? I always knew the mainstream media reported what they want to report. But for some reason, this case has really opened my eyes up to how the media can really control a narrative. It's like I always knew it. I always watched like conspiracy theory shows. Like I always knew it, but this was just like mind blowing because you would think he was out conquering this girl in the back seat. Like he was really playing his supervillain Kane the Conqueror. And then when we get to see the video, he trying to get away from her. She was the villain. That's just the reality of it. But when you get to dealing with the law, that's when things get tricky. Rick, you know what, Rick? I knew it too. I knew it, but it's like maybe it's different for me because I'm now covering this case in detail. So now I kind of see it at a different angle. It's really like blew my mind how the media is handling this case. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, y'all. We finna pull up the chase video if I can find it. All right, we got another comment. Pet said, I knew something was wrong with this story back when the media didn't want to report that Jonathan Majors was the one who called the police back in March. For sure. For sure. Y'all, let me tell y'all how I found out about this about this case. It's the funniest thing ever. So I'm in this nerd group on Twitter, and all we do is talk about Marvel stuff, right? So Ant-Man had just came out, so we're talking about, okay, what's going to happen with Kang? What's going to happen with Kang? I'll never forget that day. It was a Saturday, about 5:00, and the news broke. Jonathan Majors strangles girlfriend in New York. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so you telling me this man who just did Ant-Man, this man who just did Creed, this man who has 3 or 4 movies lined up, just strangled his girlfriend in public. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe this man just did this. Like Marvel just gave you the keys to their multiversal saga, and you decided to strangle your girlfriend in the back seat of a car. Oh my God. I was so devastated that day. I just couldn't believe it. So then more news started coming out. more news started coming out. His lawyer says, "Hey, you know, he's innocent. He never strangled anyone. Matter of fact, I have proof, and the witness is recanting." Now, let me tell y'all about Priya Chaudhry. I have not been the biggest Priya Chaudhry fan because when she released those text messages of Grace saying, you know, "I'm not gonna tell. This was all my fault." I'm like, "Oh my God, Priya, this does not look good." Priya, that was a bad move. That's not a recanting. That looks like a victim of domestic violence trying to take up for the person who hurt her. I was like, "Priya, stop. Don't do that." I'm take it back. So then I was worried, y'all. I'm like, okay, ugh, this is not good. But then we found out that the strangulation charge got dropped. I'm like, so he didn't strangle her? So what they charging him with now? Now they charging him with assault. This whole case has been crazy. Kendall said, "Nah, that Rolling Stone article with all those anonymous sources was OD." I'm disappointed in did Cheyenne do that story? Was that Cheyenne? I'm disappointed in Cheyenne, man. You know, I hate to bring race into it, but it's just something about seeing a black woman go dig up all these old skeletons on someone without putting names on it. You know what I'm saying? I just that was tough because it's like what we doing? Are we really trying to assassinate his character or are we trying to get the truth out? And that's all I care about. I want to know the truth. If he's innocent, let him go. If he's out here clobbering on people, everybody should be held accountable for what they do. But the assassination of his character without these people stepping up, and it came from a black woman, ugh, that was nasty work. That was nasty work from Cheyenne. Where are those other accusations, years of abuse? And you know what? If you read the article, most of the article that she put out said that he was like verbally abusive. One of the ex-girlfriends said that he strangled her. But now I don't even believe that because the police said he strangled Grace, and now we know that ain't the truth. So I don't believe it until you come out and say he strangled me and there's proof. I don't believe nothing anymore. Because anybody could say anything. Y'all, I'm sorry, my camera is doing crazy. I'm going to get a real camera now that I figured out how to live stream. Sorry for y'all being my live stream guinea pigs. It's been some nasty work on this Jonathan Majors case. And you know what was even more heartbreaking, y'all? Listening to that 911 call. That 911 call was hard to listen to because you could tell he was scared for her. Come on and focus, camera. Since my camera ain't focusing, we finna watch this the evidence video. Hold on, y'all. All right, so let's check out this video. This is obviously the problem right now. The jurors cannot figure out if count 4, if he's innocent or guilty. And count 4 is this charge right here of him picking her up, putting her back in the car. This is the problem charge. I think he's innocent on the other 3, but this is the problem right here. All right, we got to update. Y'all. Hold on. We got to update. It's not a verdict, but we do have an update from Danny Does Law. Let's check out Danny's update. Let me find it. All right. So Danny is saying All right. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but Danny is saying at 4:40 p.m., judge, prosecutors, and defense return to the courtroom. Not sure if there's a verdict, a no, or these folks just want to go home. That's where we at. That's where we at right now. So we could yo, what? If they don't have a verdict, bro, this is crazy. Like, this case really is not that difficult. This is telling me that there is someone in there holding this up. This is crazy. This is crazy. Y'all, they going home. Danny just tweeted that they are dressed and ready to go home. Court is adjourned until Monday. Oh my God, y'all. This is crazy. This is not as clear cut as we thought it was going to be, y'all. We thought this was a slam dunk. It wasn't. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Almost, I appreciate that. I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate everyone who leaves a comment on my page. Y'all give me the energy to keep going. Some nights I'm just like, I'm tired, but I appreciate that. This is not clear cut, y'all. I've been telling people for the longest, count number 4 is holding. This is tough for them. No verdict today, guys. No verdict. No verdict. We back at 10. I'm so pissed off that we got to come back Monday because I'm going to be working. Hey, I'm mad, y'all. I for sure knew we was getting a verdict today. We don't have no verdict, y'all. So Uzi, no, there was no black men on the jury, and they probably thought he was going to be biased. They probably thought a black man on the jury was going to be biased, which is crazy. Or let's keep it a buck. Maybe no black men showed up for jury duty. Let's keep it a buck. How many people skip jury duty? They don't want to go. They throw it in the trash. They don't want to show up. So we don't even know if there was any black men, in the whole pool of people who could have been on the jury. You got to start going to jury duty, people. You can save someone's lives. You can save someone's livelihood. So for everybody just tuning in, there is no verdict today. I just knew we was getting a verdict today. These people are tired and want to go home. If you tired, make a decision. Make a decision, people. Alex said, I think sticking to pure law should not be allowed, man. Everything needs context to be considered. I agree. We all know in life everything has nuance, everything has context. We don't know. We don't know what's going on in that jury. You could have 5 people saying not guilty, and you might have one person who's like, I think he's guilty. Ego said, I did the jury thing once and regretted it. I even got a parking ticket and the county never paid. Literally cost me. I'm sorry you went through that, Ego. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through that, brother. I can understand that's frustrating. So I'm going to wrap this up, y'all. We ain't got nothing else to talk about, I appreciate everybody who came through for my live stream, my very first live stream that I've ever done. So we had a lot of little technical difficulties. I'm going to run to Best Buy now and get a camera so y'all won't be seeing all this blurriness. And maybe I'll start streaming live a little bit more, All right, let's see what Nita has. Nita says, Working 15 years in corrections with law enforcement, drug abuse counseling. This is beyond understanding how hard this is. I agree. I knew we was getting a verdict today, y'all. I knew it. I'm like, this is ending. You never know how the cookie crumbles, y'all. You never know. That is the crazy thing about life. You never know. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. I cover mostly Marvel, House of the Dragon, Interview with the Vampire, but I also cover legal cases too. So I'm pretty sure I'm messing up the algorithm. But thank y'all for hanging out, man. We didn't get a jury today. They stuck. It's count number 4. Count number 4 has them stuck. Kendall, we didn't get a verdict today. The jury wants to go home. They tired. So we'll resume at 10 a.m. tomorrow. No verdict today. No verdict today. No verdict today, Kendall. The people wanted to go home. They sick of it. Somebody holding that jury up. Somebody holding it up, Kendall. The people want to go home. Kendall, let me know if you want me on your show. We got to set this up in advance. Y'all make sure y'all follow my boy, Kendall. He does some of the best YouTube shorts and analysis of Marvel. I have been watching him for a long time. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. He's in the chat right now. I'm trying to find his page so I can give y'all the right name. He done changed his name. It used to be like King Kunch. Kendall, what's your the Nerds Underground? Y'all go follow. If y'all are into Marvel, go follow the Nerds Underground. I'm gonna show y'all his page. Y'all go follow the Nerds Underground. If you are a Marvel fan, he does some of the best YouTube shorts and some of the best theory videos. Y'all go follow him. I like him. He's a nice guy. But I'm out, y'all. I'm out. I don't know if I'm going to do a video tonight about the jury being stuck. I might. I don't know. I might. But thank y'all for hanging out. Subscribe. Keep supporting me. And we'll be back on Monday. Peace out, people. Peace out.